And I said to the Lord, Lord, you said you're my husband. You said that the righteous don't beg for bread. So I put the kids in the car, and we went. I was about to lose the house. It was a whole thing. Put the kids in the car, and we went to church. Came back from church, opened the cupboards as though something miraculous would happen, but the doorbell went. And I opened the gate, and a friend of mine's husband arrived in his combi. He said, you know what? We woke up this morning and we decided whatever we're going to buy for our household, we were going to buy for you. I had dog's food. I had lunchbox treats. I had food, and I had food. So what? Oh, did I give you some? So, isn't the Lord beautiful? Now I think I've got a fantastic stash of food. And I read, if you have two of something and somebody asks you for the one, you give the other away. So it was like I had a magnet at my gate for every single person who was hungry and begging. And I knew the Lord said, whatever you have two of, you give one away. And so I did. And the blessing of that came later. During this time, I remember somebody very close to me coming to me and saying, how do you serve this God of yours? This God who has left you in this position. This God who put you in that marriage where you were so abused, and now look at you. How can you continue to worship that God? Can I tell you with ease? You know why? Because it's not over till He says so, and I knew that in my heart. Home is where I can be naked emotionally and physically. And I want to say too that I believe that sometimes we go home and we think, right, now we have license to kick the dog, scream at the kids, because we've had our special little face on for our businesses. I believe the same tables I lay here, I need to lay at home. Otherwise, I'm a fraud. This is an extension of my home and of me. And I do. Last night we sat with my little boy and my husband and we chatted at the table. It's never going to happen when you're watching TV. Home is a place of love and comfort that always welcomes you with open arms. Can we say that about our homes? And it should. Home is where the rags of your life are turned into quilts. Lemons become lemonade, and a few extra kilos are simply welcomed as more of you to love. Place of acceptance. And it ends off with this. I work at a non-profit organization serving the homeless, and they have taught me that home is where you are treated with dignity and respect, and where you feel safe and deserving, even on the worst days. But I said to the Lord, Lord, I really want you to give me a word. Give me something. So I was reading the foreword of the Message Bible. Fascinating stuff, actually. And I got Psalm 90:17. Let the beauty of the Lord establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. I love it when God underlines something, because then He really means it.
Yes, amen.
I looked up the word beauty. A combination of qualities such as shape, color, form that pleases the aesthetic senses, delighting the senses of our mind. I think sometimes we can get so spiritual we forget about all of that. So the beauty of our homes and the beauty of what we wear and the beauty of aesthetics is spiritual. And it's the beauty of the Lord. I'll never forget a pastor saying, you shouldn't ask the Lord what to wear. Says who? I ask Him daily. And then when I put it on, I say, oh Lord, no, I'm really not sure about this. What jacket now? I think if I had to take all those prayers and pray for, I don't know, a country, we'd have revival. Then I asked the Lord, what is the word? Then I looked up the word establish. So let me read that again. Let the beauty of the Lord establish the work of our hands for us. Sometimes when there's a tricky situation, we want God just to do that. Just do that there. It's a bit difficult. No, we work it. He'll establish it for us. Our hand must touch our children. Our hand must touch our home. Our hand must touch our business. And in that, He will establish it. Put God in charge of your work, then what you've planned will take place. You know why? Because when you start flowing with the Lord, you start flowing with Him. God cares about honesty in the workplace. Your business is His business. How awesome is that? Your business is His business. And I think often when we're Christians, I know from my side, we think God's in the church. And He's working with the pastors and the homeless. He's in the church. No, He's not. He's in your business. And remember earlier I said I made a deal with the Lord because He's a businessman as well. And often when I feel defeated and really not in a good space, I remind myself that my business partner breathed out the universe. He breathed life into Adam and Eve. He can breathe life into the situation. But remember the journey I had to go through to create that intimacy with the Lord, the hardships, the barren land we had to travel together. It was in those moments that beautiful intimacy was fostered. So sometimes when I don't have a quick fix, I'm saying, Lord, let it foster your desire. Let me learn from this. What do you want to teach me in this long process of struggle? And He does. We don't know it then sometimes, but He never lets us down. I'm going to backtrack before I give you the word the Lord gave me for you this morning. Think of David and Goliath. So we go, David looks so small, as a shepherd boy. But I love that song. When everyone saw a shepherd boy, God saw a king. So I don't know where you're at now. I was that shepherd boy. And people would say, oh, your dream. Your God, please. But God wasn't over, remember? That's what God says. So here, the shepherd boy, the little guy, has to take on Goliath. We do that in business every day. We have a board meeting. Oh, have you seen Goliath? Oh, it's muscly, hey? Very big. Lots of armor. I don't know actually if this is what we should be doing right now, taking that on. Looks too big for us. As I was preparing this today, this morning, I got a picture of a bag, a sack in a room. And for many of us, what's in the sack is different. It could be your dreams, could be your money, could be, I don't know what. It's your bag in this room, the sack, big sack, full, ready just for you. But there's a snake behind the bag. He's curled up. He's all comforted in there. He's just cozy right there. So what we do is we go up to reach for our dream, reach for our money, reach for what God's put in that bag. And we hear a hiss. We go, ooh, hang on, maybe that's not from the Lord. Not called for that. It hissed at me. Take what is yours. Take what is yours. And it's not only what's in that bag, it's the ground that the serpent's taking. It's your corner. It's not his corner, it's your corner. So we need to sometimes be brave and very courageous. Go back. Claim what's in your bag. So now you're going to take the bag. Ooh, then the snake's going to put its head up here, want to bite you. And now your friends are screaming, look at the chaos here. But when you've got your bag, you've taken your dream, your vision, your money, and you stare that thing in the face, and he knows. he can't hide behind there anymore. He's going to get out the door. So you might have a moment of crisis, a moment of pandemonium while you're claiming what's yours. What, do you think you're going to be able to just say, I'll just grab that vision, just grab that dream, just grab that money? No, something's going to want to take it from you.